Hi, in this video I'm going to explain how to engage, disengage, and adjust your brakes. First, the proper way for the brakes to be working is they have to be, obviously, the brake pad has to be away from the rim. Should not be braking the rim. And then, so the wheel has to be spinning freely, and whenever you hit your brakes, both of your brake arms should be moving. Both of them should be moving, and whenever you release, both of them should be going back. There is another thing that you should consider when adjusting your brakes, and that is that the brake pads should not be very far away from the rim. Because if they're really far away from the rim, whenever you hit your brakes, you're gonna feel that your brake lever is too loose. So the closest space that you can get between your brake pad and the rim, as long as the brake pad is not touching the rim, the better. When you have the issue where the brake pad is touching the rim, it's braking the rim, what you need to do is you need to work with this screw right here. This screw right here and this screw right here. What this screw right here does is create tension on the brake arm. It creates or releases tension on this brake arm. One thing that we need to take in consideration is that the tension of these both brake arms is working together. So if I create more tension here, I might be taking away a little bit of tension on this other side. So right now the brakes are working fine. You can notice how both of the arms are braking, are moving inwards to brake, and then they're moving out. Both of them, when I release the brake, they both move out. If I create more tension on this arm by screwing this in, I'm creating more tension. Therefore, this arm is going out, and this is pulling it in. Okay? If I brake now, you notice how this arm is not moving anymore because I took over all the tension that was here and put it up here. So now it's not working. Before it was working fine, now it's braking. This is already touching. So this is what happened. So if you have this issue, you just need to see maybe you have to release tension on this side by just unscrewing. So you unscrew and then you test, and you look for this. You look for the movement of both of the brake arms, and then both of them are going away from the rim, and now the tire is moving freely. Both brakes are working. What I recommend is to first locate the brake pad that is touching the rim or braking the rim. Once you locate that, check this screw. If this screw it's all the way in or almost all the way in, I recommend to first unscrew it to release tension on this brake arm and then test. If that fixes the issue, that's great. If not, maybe you have to release a little bit more tension and also check what's happening on this screw. Maybe this one is all the way in and this one is all the way out. So maybe you have to bring this one out a little bit and put a little tension on this one. So in summary, you just have to play with the tension that you are creating in both arms. And very important, test all the time. This is another thing that I highly recommend. Release or put more tension and test and see what happens. By doing that, you'll realize if you need to just go ahead and put more tension here or release. by testing, it will be guiding you on what will be the best thing to do according to the case. Another common issue with your brakes is when the brake lever feels too loose. Look at the difference between these, very loose, and these ones that we just adjust, that it's very tight. This is the proper way of having your brakes adjusted. Very tight, quick to brake, and this is not correct. This is too loose. The main reason why this brake lever is too loose is because there is not enough tension of your brake cable, which means that your brake pads are too far away from the rim. In order to fix that, we just have to work with your adjusting barrel. By unscrewing the adjusting barrel, you are creating more tension on the brake cable. You're pulling a little bit. This gap that you can see here is the tension that you're adding to the brake cable. So just by unscrewing, you're creating this much more tension on the brake cable, which means that your brake lever is going to feel tighter. But the main thing is just pulling your brake pads closer together. So whenever you feel like the brake level feels tight enough or comfortable for you, you just have to lock using this locking nut in your adjusting barrel. So you lock it like this, and then it will stay in place and it will be tight.